Guys, namaste, and I hope all of you are doing well. First of all, thank you for all the emails that I've received from you on how you've expressing your delight that I've been doing frequent videos. For that, I am truly thankful for that. It's very inspiring, it's very motivating for me to do more videos. Thank you so much. And for those who are new to my channel, my name is Prakash, and I share my interest in Vedic astrology, which I've gained for the past 14 years. So do explore my other videos. I'm sure you'll like it as well. It's a very important topic. This topic is, I was thinking what video to put up. Right, there's so many things out there, so many contents. I wanted to do something unique, and so while I was thinking, I thought let's do about Venus and what are the implications, what are the things that goes around Venus, mainly about emotional pain and distress and sorrow and anguish and all that, which I've been going through recently. So I thought it would be apt as well. Okay, so before going through that, let me just explain to you what karma is. There's this term called karma. What is that all about? Because in order for us to truly understand the gist of this topic, it is important to first get a good knowledge on what karma is. All right, karma is one of the four tenets of Hinduism or Vedic culture. Right, it has the four tenets. First is dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Okay, we're not going to go in detail of these four tenets, but just to let you know that if you're a practicing Hindu, then these four tenets must be part of your reference. Okay, you must go through this, right? So karma is there. The third one is karma. Now, what is karma? To put it loosely, all right, karma is desire. Okay, which is all known. The famous book Kama Sutra, which Vachayana, who wrote it. Of course, it's a shame that how the book is now being looked at, right? The perception is all pretty degraded at this point of time. But karma, again, back to the word karma means pleasure. Okay, the components of karma will be like sensory pleasure, whatever that you, the senses are, whatever that you receive from it, and the pleasures that you derive from that is karma. Your aesthetics, any form of art forms, dance, music, poetry, whatever, sculpture, whatever, right? Music, whatever that makes you feel nice, aesthetic values, right? So that is karma, essentially your sensory pleasure, aesthetics that you appreciate, that you like, is karma. Okay. Now, this karma is very important. It's integral. As I mentioned, it's part of the four main Hindu tenets: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Right? But sadly, karma has got a bad reputation. Right? It's got a bad rep. Contemporarily, it is seen as bed pleasures and sex. Now it has become synonymous to lust. Worse, the four-letter word, because it is associated terribly. Kama Sutra, even Vachayana, who wrote Kama Sutra, talks about this in the early chapters, that karma is an important and integral component of the four tenets. Right? He talks about it because he understood that it will eventually ruin the concept of karma. Okay, and of course this is not a PhD thesis or anything. We're not going to talk about why that happened, why it is exploited and all that. Of course it's due to political exploitation, religious associations and all that. The fact remains here is that karma means a very important thing. It's about sensory pleasures. It's about the how we use our senses to derive certain pleasures to fulfill our how can I say this, our journey, right? Our spiritual journey. One of it is to understand what karma means, the desire, right? It is, yes, bed pleasures and sex is one part of it, but it's not everything. Okay, So I want you to clearly understand that, of course, with a lot of love and respect, is that this karma is not a bad thing. It is a very important subject. It's a very important subject. It's just, it's been a fallacy. Unfortunately, people have exploited it. Okay. Now, what's got to do with Venus? What's got to do with emotional pain, right? Now, Venus is the karaka for karma. Okay, Venus is the presiding graha for karma. It is the personification of karma, right? So it is very, very important, which is why superficially Venus is always seen as the feminine side of it, the sexual part of it, the bed pleasures, aesthetics, art forms, and everything which is similar, in fact almost the same as karma. All right. So again, karma and Venus are associated, right? So what does it do to us now, right? Now, how does Venus integrate with Earth? Remember what I spoke earlier about the four tenets. The Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha is part of the, what Rig Veda talks about. Now, we are not talking about the Rig Veda here. I am not any guru. Oh, hold on. Speaking about guru, um, if I may, with utmost respect, that do not address me as guru. Some even call me as Baba and all that. No, these are, I'm not qualified. I'm not fit to be all that. I'm just sharing my knowledge. I'm just an average Joe, like many of you. So please don't call me or don't address me as guru. All right. So putting that aside, um, um, the essence of Venus, all right, it is derived from karma. Karma takes all that information and puts it to Venus, and Venus infuses in us, okay, and we experience everything in this world, okay. Every sensory is experienced through Venus. Venus is the karaka for us. Say if you have a bad Venus, okay, bad Venus means if it's associated with a bad graha, or it is in a bad drishti, or it is in a bad avastha, whatever the reason, maybe it's in a bad dasa bhukti, whatever the reasons are, and then you'll have problems with the sensories, and how you interpret it, because the interpretation of the sensories is done by Mercury. Let's not be confused with that. Okay, the process is straightforward. You have Venus, that is the main tool for getting the sensories, the data, the raw form, but the data is processed by Mercury, all right, and the process, post processing of the data is done by Mars, which is the action of it. So you get in touch with something. Okay, say if you look at a beautiful flower, sensory, your eyes, you pick it up. Okay, that is Venus. Okay, the sensors behind it, the retina and all that is, that's what Venus is all about. The vision. All right. Now the process, the information of the flower, the color and all that is processed by Mercury. Mercury processes that. All right. And then probably we would like to go near and pluck it, right? And that process is done by Mars. It is the karma, the action, the outward action. All right. So hopefully I'm not confusing you so far. I'm just trying to tell you that karma is a very integral part of the it's part of the Hindu tenets. It's very, very important. Okay, and Venus is the main karaka for karma. Okay, Venus is responsible for that. All right, and whatever that we do in terms of pleasure and all that is from Venus. Okay, now why there's a problem? Okay, now I'm going to tell you why now. All right, because you understood the meaning of karma, right? Now there is a process, okay, in fact it's talked about in one of the Upanishads, right? What is Upanishads? For those who don't know, Upanishads is part of the Vedic corpus. There are 108 Upanishads. One of it, the one that I'm going to talk to you right now, is the Brihadaranyaka. Brihadaranyaka has a very beautiful line. It says that, this is not a commentary or anything. It's a very loose translation. It says that man, okay, of course, or woman, consist of desires. They have desires in themselves, right? And desires leads to determination, that the impulse of doing something, the determination, you're determined to do something, right? Desires will lead into determination. Determination will lead into the actual action, the deed, the karma. Okay, you do something because you're determined, so you do something. And when you, whatever karma that you do will lead into your attainment that you'll get, right? So there is a process here. What's the process again? Is first is desire. We all have desires. From desire comes determination. Determination goes to karma, your action, and from your action you'll get whatever that you want. It is a very linear and sequential process. All right. Now, what's missing here? Of course, I'm not correcting anything here. What I feel, what's missing here is in between um, karma, action, and attainment. The last two process. There's something in between which is missing, which is not really explained in the Upanishads. What I feel, because this is it's my humble opinion. Okay, what I feel is that Venus comes in between these two. Okay, Venus sits in between these two, right? It sits between your action and what you're going to get. There's something else happening there in between. It does two things, all right? Either you expect that you'll get something, okay, you're putting in some effort, karma, and you're getting something, right? That is your attainment, whatever. In between, there's two options, which is Venus give you. One is expectation. You expect that whatever that you want will happen, okay? And the other thing is hope. It also gives you hope. Depending on how Venus is in your charts, you'll be getting either one. You'll be getting either expectations or you'll be getting hope. Okay, and there is a huge difference here. It's distinguishable, this difference. So example, I'm working hard to get a promotion, the office, right? And my expectation, right? My expectation, say I wanted to get some director position or something like that in the company, and I worked really hard, and I didn't get it, right? What happens is, if I expected it, I'm going to have again pain, misery, sorrow, anguish, distress, and all that, which again leads back to the main topic here. Why? Why you will have this? Because I expect it, right? Venus gives me only that option, okay, Prakash? Because Venus is not well positioned, I'm going to give you one thing only, and one thing I want you to expect that, all right? But then if Venus is in a good position, okay, in a good state, then it'll give me hope. All right, and what's the difference? Hope is almost the same as expectations, right? It was almost the same as expectations. But the thing about hope is that it has the element of God there, right? There's the only difference. Expectation is earthbound. It's a very human thing, right? I want something. There's no element of God. But then hope is, I want it, okay? But if I don't get it, it's okay, because that's not my thing. My I should not expect anything. Which reminds me of the famous, is ubiquitous, right, in the Mahabharata, where Arjuna was reluctant to do his duty, and Lord Krishna tell him that, karmeneva the kare ma paleshu, right? That's what he said, is don't expect the fruits of your labor. You just do your job, right? You just do your job. And also don't expect anything in return. I mean, this may sound a little bit pessimistic. I mean, shouldn't you be expecting? Yes, but you must have hope in it. Don't expect it. When you expect, it is a very low level of Venus. It's a very low level of Venus. But hope it. When you hope, if you don't get that, whatever that you wanted, it's okay, because you'll have this thought, okay, God has plans, and it's okay that I'm not getting it. Of course, I'm going to try again and again. There's nothing wrong with that. It is not that it's a very it shouldn't be a negative thing. It's the fact that if I don't get something, there's a damn good reason why I'm not getting it. Very good reason why I'm not getting it. Let me try again. Okay, maybe one day I might get it. If I don't get it, well, it's just too bad. Right? This is what God wants me to be. But I will keep on trying and trying and trying. Right? Eventually, we'll see something even better than what we aspired for. I hope this would be. I'm not sure if I've conveyed the message correctly, because these are Vedic studies. Uh, I'm not really qualified to teach all that. But just to tell you that whenever you have pain, when you're going through, say some problems, emotional breakdowns or whatever problems you're going through, is because of Venus. It's not giving you the right option. It's not giving you hope. Instead, it's giving you expectations, right? So look at your Venus. Where is it positioned? Maybe the time is not right. Most likely, maybe in the Vimsopa Kabbalah, the level of strength in the Vimshotri Dasa, maybe it's pretty low, or maybe some effect, maybe some transits may be ruining it. So all this needs to be assessed. Remember, Venus is the key here. Once you've appeased it, once you have given proper remedial measures to Venus, and then you'll see that your life will become even more, exciting and happy, because you know for a fact that yes, there's no smooth sailing. There's never a smooth sailing. There's always problems, but the problems can be hope. If you expect something, and then you're going to feel pain and distress and misery and all that. I hope, guys, that this video will be beneficial for you. If you don't understand much, because I'm not sure whether I clearly explained it, this video is very sort of last minute. I was about to go to bed, and I thought that I should just do a video. So I hope you like it. If you want me to redo this video, please let me know. Be very happy to do it for you. So thank you, guys. Take care. Namaste.